When you say that there's things that you wouldn't do again,
Yeah.
right? So now you have max effort muscle. What are some of those things that you won't do
Yeah.
again?
It's a great question. So I always thought that when I saw what happened at bodybuilding.com with my content, I was one of the first video trainers on bodybuilding.com, meaning like I had the Get Swole trainer, which no one was supersetting at that time. So I had like a really basic bodybuilding, a little bit of powerlifting superset thing. Then I go and do the blueprint with Arnold, which was 2 phases that murdered it. And then I come out with the squat everyday stuff, which once again crushed it. I had like a couple 100 million page views between all of those. So I'm having people all over the world, like thousands and thousands of people all over the world doing this stuff. So I realized, and I saw the sales that were directly from bodybuilding.com to these people, from me, 100%. Like they're following the program, they're following the stack, they're getting results, they're coming back, they're telling their friends. And I thought to myself, I'm not dealing with all these retailers anymore. And this is before retail wasn't cool anymore. I just knew for me, like I'm an organic, like grassroots in the fucking gym. I live it every day. I love it. I breathe it. That's what I want to do, man. So I was like, when I'm done with this, I want to start a training app, which I didn't want to go on someone else's app. I wanted to build my own. I wanted to have my own app, and I wanted to fucking have my direct-to-customer domestic supplement brand and go return it back to the Beverly International feel, the early stage MP, just get back to the grassroots. And so since I had a non-compete for about a year, so in 16, start Max Effort. Obviously, Maximum Effort's where it came from. I can't believe it was actually available. Amazing enough. And I started the training app, and a lot of people from the bodybuilding.com days had come over, and my life has been completely different since then. It's like always rooted in training first from 4 to 6 a.m. in the morning, Monday through Friday. I got a crew called the 4 a.m. crew of like drug-free power lifters that are making some good headway right now. Got a lot of strong guys. We're capturing content. We're putting it on the app. Training. There's 99 months, day one of my training program on the app. I've been putting it on every month of what we do in that crew since 2015 when I got on there. Like,
Is it safe to say that you kind of grew up with training changing your life, right?
no question.
And that's even through that, it's you with your own training, actually your grandpa with you, and then your own training, and then you with the clients.
Yep.
And then it goes into MusclePharm, and then that becomes disconnected, where the only real personal relationship you might have would be trade shows.
Yeah, for sure.
Guest appearances and stuff like that. So while that's growing at this alarming rate, you're seeing what you really love decreasing at that same alarming rate because it's becoming more retail oriented. The people that I'm going to go on a limb here and say the people that you're dealing with on the retail end at the higher levels probably don't even fucking train.
No.
Right?
Dude, that was no, not at all. They have no fucking clue what they're even talking. They don't even understand. I was like early on content marketing too.
Yeah.
They didn't even understand the value. I'm sitting in these rooms. I'm like, I don't think you guys understand. Like, there's fucking 25,000 people doing this workout, and we're selling like $20 million in product because of it. Like, you're not getting what I'm, they just didn't even, you're just tweeting and working out. What they didn't realize is that for probably 4 or 5 years, I was putting out a workout of the day every day consistently. People were sharing them and liking it. And like, the amount of free content, Dave, I put out without zero expectation, just hoping they would give me a try. It built when I look all the way down of what I really did well is I program. That's what I do. I was in my gym for 10 years. Every day, I'd write down the program, like overall program for the day. And once I was done with it, I'd throw it in a box. You know what those workouts that were on fucking Facebook before I even had graphics? They were the workouts from that fucking box. From the next 10 years, I put them online. Then when they came to me and said, and I saw how it was starting to affect people because I was being consistent with it, and they were giving me feedback, and they're like, do you think you could do it on camera? Like, motherfucker, turn the fucking thing on. I'm ready for this. I've been doing this for 15 years. As soon as bodybuilding.com gave me that opportunity, 28 million page views on Get Swole right out the gate. Fucking like 60 million page views with the fucking blueprint. Another fucking 40 million with Squat Every Day. I had locked in thousands of people into these training things. That's why, like, the stuff I learned at Westside, the stuff I learned off Arnold, like, I was able to take pieces of all these things and intermix it and get it out to all of these people to try. And, you know, I would say a lot of it was like higher end gen pop. They're people that don't want to maybe compete like you or I, but don't want to be like everyone else either. So it's like it's a demo where they want to push, but they might never step on the platform or the stage. And so that really was my main kind of area of where I excelled at, because I'm an everyday dude, man. I'm not that big. I'm not that gifted. I'm a fucking hardworking guy that believes in myself, that wants to push, that wants to still have the butterflies, that still has the fucking call time in the team at 4 a.m., that still has the fucking meet days, that still has the days where you got to show up. Like, and so I've just continued to put myself on that type of like cycle. Literally since I've been 20 years old, I've competed in fucking every year, multiple times, every year still to this day. Yeah. And it's like, and people just followed along because they could root for me and jump on the same stuff I'm doing.
So how frustrating is it with you when you're sitting in these corporate meetings, right? And you're trying to explain this and you're trying to explain the reach. And at the same time, they're probably still seeing you as, you know, the stupid musclehead, you know, as the outlier, but you're sitting there representing a multi-million-dollar brand.
Yeah.
How frustrating is that?
Super frustrating. And I would say it's probably one of the biggest drives of why I'm trying to showcase what I really know.
How did you process it at the time though? I mean, because you're sitting there and you're trying to be productive during this meeting, but at the same time, you got to be sitting there like, fucker, you know.
I realized that my worth was an intangible they didn't understand.
Yeah.
And that I probably was never going to get the understanding of my value, that I would have to keep, you know, producing and do things that they didn't think was possible. Like, hey, we're struggling at GNC. All right, cool. I'll go literally make friends with the CEO and figure it out. Yeah. They're like, oh, that's your project. And then when I did it and it grew from 3 million to 30, and when I'm walking in the trade show, the CEO is not coming over to anyone else. He's coming over to me. We're still friends to this day. Like, I have intangible relationship building skills because I'm a fucking real guy. And when people get around me, they get that. Like, it's actually, like, I got to him and I said, dude, we suck here. Can you help me? And we're from the same area. Like, you know, we had some common things. And he was like, all right, yeah, I will help you. So it's like, I just have went on this path of doing things that aren't really in the textbook. And I think that people just have a hard time identifying with it. And dude, I've been through so much shit. Like, I've built this confidence and belief in myself through all of this work and ups and downs and wins and losses. And so, like, it's not fucking fake. And it honestly, it puts a lot of people off. I don't feel like I come off like a cocky person, but I believe in myself because I've been fucking working on it every fucking day forever. So it's like, sometimes in these meetings, like, if you ain't taking care of yourself, you're already feeling one way about me. Then you got a fucking Cornell degree, but you can't hold my jock in a fucking business meeting. You already feel a way about me. So it's like, what am I supposed to fucking do? And so, you know, they would press on me. And I think when I was younger, I wasn't the person that would pipe up. I might have sat back too much because those things would still like intimidate me a little bit. But I realized that, I didn't get here by accident. This isn't fucking, no one sprinkled no fucking pixie dust on me and I got here. Like, I worked for this and I went through some crazy shit. And like, so I'm a hitter too. And I just needed to make sure, like, remind myself after that thing that that's not going to be me anymore. Yeah. That if these companies grow like that, it's a different situation. And honestly, like, now I would know exactly what to do. I mean, I think that's how it works, right?
What would you do?
I think that I would slow the reins on purpose. I'd say no more than yes. No, we're not going in that. We're not taking those stores. We're not taking this money. We're going to wait. We're going to build a better profit margin. We're going to take our time.
How well received do you think that really would have went though?
Terrible, because because you know what? At the end of the day, you think it's just like a pro athlete. They think the check's never going to stop. It's a similar thing. You think the sales. So when you're a top line company, people want to talk about the top line. But when all of a sudden,
really?
Yeah, right. But when the top line stops, they're like, oh, where's the bottom line? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those things, like the top line. Can you be $500 million? Can you be 250 million? Can you be 3? It's like, so they.
That's a little fucked up, right? Because now that you're a smaller brand,
yeah,
I'm going to guess your biggest concern is the bottom line.
Of course, yes.
Because that's
how you make money.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you go in business to make money.
Yeah.
And that's my point. So like, I feel like I could stand on any fucking business stage and say I've lived both worlds.
Yeah.
60,000 fucking doors, 80 countries, UFC, Arnold, Tiger, fucking you name, Mike Vick, all of the heaviest fucking hitters, and did all of that wild shit. Direct to customer brand, app, content team, full team, in-house, everything. This is a more successful business.